Okay, Suleiman Babajia has been dwelling on patriotism, and he did some research and he spoke expansively with people who can enlighten us further. Suleiman, tell us more.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
This statement by the late American president, John F. Kennedy, challenged Americans to contribute in some way to the public good. A sense of loyalty and devotion to country, pursuit of the common good, standing up for truth and justice, traits of patriotism. However, Kennedy's statement does not resonate with some Nigerians today.
When Jeff Kennedy made that call, America was going through a lot of challenges, but there was America and there was an American dream that is shared by Americans, right? This does not resonate with Nigerians because there is no Nigerian dream. There is no consciousness that you have that today, if you say, oh, this is a Nigerian and this is our orientation, we are still in a survivalist mode. Everybody is doing what he needs to do to survive and hoping that he does not fall at the other side of the law.
The society has been so hostile and has treated its citizenry so unfairly that they do not have a sense of co-ownership or a sense of belonging in that society. So why would you now begin to think of what to do for a society that, as far as you're concerned, does not know that you exist?
It is generally believed that Nigerians' founding fathers laid the foundation for patriotism as they, despite their differences, worked for the common good and believed in the Nigerian project. Their commitment and sacrifice to make the country better was the basis for trust in governance and leadership. Sadly today, selfishness, loyalty to individuals, political, ethnic or religious group, social class or professional interests are constantly placed above national interest.
Everybody keeps talking about national cake. My own share of the national cake, our own share of the national cake, our section share of the national cake, our group share of the national cake. Nobody's talking about baking a bigger cake because we do not have that understanding that having become independent, there was a responsibility on us, inherent responsibility to bake a bigger cake so that we keep eating.
Some Nigerians hardly celebrate anything good about their country. They hardly take pride in their citizenship and are quick to speak ill of the country.
Why you find news items on the internet on all of that toxic is because the environment, the atmosphere already has been polluted. It really becomes very difficult, especially for those younger ones who didn't see a beautiful Nigeria or a better Nigeria yesterday.
Simple acts of love or show of support for Nigeria has become a rare commodity. This is filled with an active argument that if the country cannot provide them basic security, physical, economic, and social security, then no citizen is under any obligation to love and respect the country.
So it's a two-way thing. The government expects certain behavior from citizens, and citizens expect certain actions from the government. This is the way you nurture patriotism. Otherwise, the government will be doing things on its own, and the citizens and communities too will be doing other things on their own. There is no synergy. You cannot have a harmonious society.
You see, the problem with this country is leadership. It is not followership. They convicted some political office holders, for corruption, right? And then people are thinking that, oh yeah, maybe there is a direction here. Therefore, we need to understand that whoever is corrupt or is found guilty of corrupt practices will be convicted if they can do that to leaders who have served under government, right? So you are beginning to change the mindset of people by that act. Then you wake up one morning and you hear that these same people have been pardoned by government.
We could say our fathers have failed us. Well, that is true. But that truth does not mean that we should not throw up our arms in the air in this way. No, we don't have to do that. We are the Nigeria of today. And of course, what that implies is that we also now owe a responsibility to posterity, to bequeath posterity a better Nigeria than we met it.
It is well documented that developed countries of the world today attained greatness partly as a result of the patriotism shown by their citizens. To replicate this, Nigerians must take pride and ownership of the country and show commitment, love, and support for the development of the nation.
In a cosmopolitan neighborhood where you have people of different faith, people of different tribes, people of different culture living together, if they don't come together and clean that environment, when environmental risks come, such as flood, it will wash all of them away. And that is one crucial thing about patriotism.
So the most important thing that we need to do is that we need to clearly indicate the values we hold in high esteem as a country and insist on them. That way, I can assure you that every Nigerian will follow it.
I love my country so much, and I want what's best for my country.
Patriotism, after all, is the secret resource of a successful society.
Yeah, it's very necessary to take ownership, pride, and commitment of our nation, that is Nigeria. We're talking about patriotism and the need for Nigerians to be patriotic as part of your civic responsibility to your nation.